Yeah, there are three books that I've written thus far. The first one was on marriage. It was called When Sinners Say I Do. The second was on ambition. It's entitled Rescuing Ambition, published by Crossway. And the third one was more recently, just within the past year, that is called Am I Called? So it's a practical guide that offers a man who thinks he may be called into gospel ministry some practical diagnostics for how he can discern God's activity in his heart and how he can wisely involve other people. It's short enough to be able to read in a Saturday morning. So that's kind of what I've done so far. And you're asking about what other things may need to be written on these days. I don't consider myself an expansive thinker to be able to really evaluate the body of Christ for where there are deficiencies or absences in publication. But there are some things that are burdens of mine that I'd really like to be able to think about more and potentially develop material on. One is in the area of weakness. And when I say weakness, that's such a general, almost vague term. But I think that we have a lot written on the details of our fallenness as human beings. But I don't encounter as much material in the whole area of our frailty. And when I think about it, I think about Paul's writings to the Corinthians and 1 Corinthians, but 2 Corinthians in particular, where the theme of weakness seems to be not only what he is being charged with, but it's the defense he uses against the intruders. And how for Paul, weakness was something he boasted in. Weakness was something he was content in. Weakness was the beach of God's invasion into his life. It's where he met God. And through his weakness, he became strong. And so, there are things in there that I think particular for men in ministry need to really be able to wrap their brain around, because I think a lot of guys go into ministry assuming that it's going to portray their strengths, and it will do that to a certain degree. But there's no question, it reveals your weaknesses. And those weaknesses become powerful, potent places for encountering the living God and doing ministry through. And I really want to help men understand that part of the nature of ministry is living and encountering weakness and seeing God glorified in that place.